All right, guys, so this video is long overdue. So I wanted to introduce you guys to Mag Theatron. And if you've never heard of Mag Theatron before, Mag Theatron is a Ukrainian company that specializes in speakers, subwoofers for commercial cinemas. Now, here in the US, they actually have a partnership with Regal Cinemas. I don't think they're in all Regal cinemas though. Like, I don't think if you just go to any Regal theater, you're going to see Mag Theatron. From what I understand, there's certain theaters, and I don't know where they are. I previously had a Regal Unlimited subscription, so I've been to a couple different Regal theaters, probably three different ones. I'm not sure if they have Mag Theatron. I tried to look at the speakers and see, I couldn't tell. But regardless, they also do home theater. So they have a lot of home theater gear, a lot of different subs, speakers, surrounds, and they're trying to get more presence in the US. So they reached out to me and were like, hey, would you be interested in checking out some of our speakers on your channel? I'm like, well, I already have Arendal, but I will definitely check out some of your subs. So I requested 3 subs. So I requested two of their Hammer 15. So I have one here, have another one in the box that I haven't unboxed yet. Still need to do that. And then I requested a 21-inch that we'll talk about. Got some amplifiers too. So I'm super excited about this. This is basically just kind of like a first look, just to kind of introduce you to Mag Theatron and let you know that I'm going to be having some Mag Theatron subs as my main subs in the theater. So, quick specs. So this is the Hammer 15. It's got a 15-inch driver at the bottom. I'm not sure of all the materials. If I can find the correct information, I'll either throw it up on screen or I'll put it in the description. 15-inch driver, ported, and you have, I believe these go down to 15 hertz, like 15 or 16 hertz, so pretty low. They go down pretty low. The cabinet is pretty basic. You've got some mounting options on the sides, on both sides. I do have those mounting options, brackets. I wasn't sure how I was going to install this, but I think I'm going to be able to stand these right behind the screen. I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to. I didn't think I had enough room, but yeah. So I'm going to be doing that. Hopefully I'm going to be putting them behind the screen. As I said, I have 2 of these, and then I also have 2 amplifiers. So these are passive. There's no plate amp on the back. You will have to power these externally. So I have one already mounted. It's not hooked up, but I have one mounted in my rack. Got it all set up, and just need to plug in power, and then I'll have to plug in the, the cables to run the power to the subwoofers. So this is the amplifier. They're both exactly the same. So one amplifier is going to drive 2 of these Hammer 15s, and then the other amplifier is going to drive this sub here, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But yeah, you've got your amplifier here. On the back, you've got an Ethernet jack. You've got 2 balanced throughs. So channel 1, channel 2, and then you have a channel 1, channel 2 balanced input. And then you have an unbalanced input, and then you have your speaker terminal, channel 1 and channel 2, and it says 2 times 600 watts. Oops. And then you have your power cord. And then you have your power switch on the back. So pretty simple. Over here is what I am super, super excited about. So this is the, I believe this is the SBV21. I believe that's the model number. But this is a 21-inch sub. So when they reached out to me, asked me what I wanted, I was like, can you give me a couple 15s? And I was like, ooh, I've never had anything over a 15-inch subwoofer. I want to try some infrasonics. So I asked them if I could get the 21-inch, and they sent it out to me. So I'm super, super pumped about this. Infrasonics, I've never had true infrasonics in my home theater. I was running 3 subs before. I still have the 2 SW15 Starke Sound. Those are probably going to get delegated to something else unless I can integrate them into the system. But my main focus is going to be the 2 Hammer 15s and the 21-inch first. Then once I get all that stuff set up, dialed in, if I have room and it makes sense, then, I'll try to integrate the SW15s. But that brings me to another point. So I had pretty much made the decision to go with sealed. So I was just going to go with sealed before, for the rest of, I don't know, indefinitely. But these are ported. So I am going to have to go back to ported. I don't know how they sound yet. I don't know how they sound when, you know, I start really putting it through its paces with stuff, you know, like Dune or Edge of Tomorrow. We'll see if they start port chuffing, if they bottom out. These are really well made, so I don't see that being an issue, but I don't know until I test it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to play it that loud because of my neighbors. But yeah, so the 21-inch, this one I believe goes down to 19 hertz, which it'll probably go lower than that in room once I get everything set up. I couldn't decide if I wanted to get this, put this in the front of the theater or in the back. If I put it in the front of the theater, I really don't think I would have room for it. Well, I would have room for it, but it's just going to be a hassle to try to get this over my riser, and then I have to move my seats out of the way, and then I have to get this under the screen. As far as height-wise, I'll throw those specs up on the screen. This one would actually work perfect behind the screen, but like I said, just trying to get it to the front of the room is going to be a massive headache. Who knows, maybe in the future I may do that at some point and put the two Hammer 15s in the back. I don't know yet. So the goal is this is going to stay back here, hopefully give some nice, you know, tactile feel for the back row. And then these two will go behind the screen. If that doesn't work, then I'll have to figure out a way to swap them out. And then on the top, you have your binding posts. So there's a binding post on the top of each subwoofer, and then there's a binding post on the top of this one. I'm not really a big fan of having the binding post on top. To me, that's a little bit odd and kind of a little bit cumbersome as far as wiring. I really wish it was on the back, either at the top or the bottom, preferably at the bottom, but it's probably not going to be that big of a deal. You know, at least in the back, you'll see the wires, you know, coming over. So I don't really like that. Like I said, these are going to be going behind the screen, so nobody's going to see them. So it's not really a big deal. And this is going to be in the back anyway. It's not like anybody's going to be turning around looking to see what the wiring is like. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video, introduce you guys to Mag Theatron, let you know this is part of the home theater update. I don't remember what the series is called. It'll be in the title and the description. So yeah, guys, make sure you stay tuned to the channel so you don't miss any future content. Still got a bunch of content to get out for you guys, and I'm super excited about this partnership with Mag Theatron. Mag Theatron, thank you for sending these speakers or these subwoofers and these amplifiers out for me to use in my home theater. And I can't wait to get everything set up and probably gonna annoy my neighbors. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.